So he wants to talk about GPT. Good morning, guys. How are you? I'm going to try to teach you what I've done in my business to pretty much just take a full advantage of GPT. This is a great tool, and we need to understand how it works, and we need to get the best out of it because there's a lot of really good information here, really great content that can be produced from GPT. And I don't believe that AI is going to take your job or take you out of the market. But somebody that does know how to use GPT or any other AI that is really good will take your job. So this is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this course. Okay, so let's start, guys. The main issue that I see with people that are starting to use GPT is that they use it in a way that it's not, it's no bueno. It's too broad, it's too basic. And we need to check that. The main reason why you see GPT has 200 million people using it is like, yeah, but 198 million do not know how to use it. That's just the way it is. So let's start. Here's how a lot of people use GPT. It's like, what are some good movies? And then GPT comments like, there's a ton of them. Some are really good. Who doesn't love The Matrix? Doesn't love the Lord of the Rings, the Dark Knight, best movie ever. It's so good. It's been a while since I haven't seen it. Anyways, that is something that makes sense. Just to get to know a little bit about GPT. But if that's not what you like, and let's say you're somebody that likes independent movies, right? You can just go ahead and prompt this. Just like, okay. And when I say in the past year, remember that GPT only has data until 2021. So he's not going to give us, you see, he's saying 2020, 2019, and it's like last year. Yeah, a little bit more than last year, very nice. So you see, there are some there that is like, okay, which by the way, I'm not into independent. It's just for you guys to know. All right. So you see that now we get a little bit better results that are more into what we want because that's what we like, right? The other way people are using it is this: what is the best way to lose weight? And it's taking a while. And even though you're asking for the best way, how does GPT know what is the best way for you? Because that's what we want, right? We want the best for us. And GPT doesn't know that. So he's saying set realistic goals, focus on healthy eating, monitor your calorie intake, exercise regularly, stay hydrated, get enough sleep. And here's the issue. A lot of people just do this 4 or 5 times and they're like, okay, well, yeah, it knows that. And it's like, you're getting less than 1% of the actual content that GPT can offer you. Like, the idea is to make GPT your personal Jarvis, man. And you can do that right now as GPT 3.5 it is right now. You can manufacture your own Jarvis just like in Tony Stark. And why are you asking these sort of questions? You can go in a little bit more detail or more. For instance, what are some effective ways, strategies for managing calorie intake and increasing physical activity to promote weight loss over a sustained period of time? You see, it's better. It's far better than just what is the best way to lose weight. It's like, and Okay, you see, it tells us a little bit better stuff, but the content's still not good. And the idea is to get better, and more focused results for us. Keep a food diary. Use smaller plates. That's a trick. Practice mindful eating. Find enjoyable physical. See, you see, it's still telling us what we should be doing, but it's too broad. It's not for us yet. And what should I eat? Let's say for breakfast. It's like, okay, great, but I don't like Greek yogurt. I hate it. And oatmeal. What if I'm vegan? I'm not, but if we make these sort of questions, we're only gonna get really just not for us results again. So we can have a better question that can improve the content that we get from GPT. So if we asked it, what are some healthy and satisfying breakfast options that can provide sustained energy throughout the morning without excessive calories or added sugars? That's great, that's better. But it's still giving us a little bit, breakfast burrito. That's bueno. But again, let's say I do not like oats and I love to eat bacon because I'm that basic, which I am. So you see, we just went and edited from here. We clicked on here, we can edit what we told GPT. And then if you see here, you can always go back and see the first question and see the first answer that it gave you. So that's a really good way to know, right? That information is not gonna go away, it's just gonna be, if you don't like oats and enjoy bacon, here's some healthy and satisfying breakfast options. Avocado toast with bacon, yes! Millennial breakfast. And see, but I forgot to tell them that I don't like Greek yogurt. So, all right, breakfast sandwich using whole grain English muffin. Scrambled eggs, nice. So you see, it gets better, right? And then you can ask like really hard questions that there's no way that GPT can answer it in just one answer. Because remember that GPT will not be able to give you all the information it has. It will give you a certain amount of words. And it pretty much doesn't go for more from that 500, 600 words per reply, something like that. Like that's the most it can actually give you. But it's based on tokens, not based on actual words. So that will be for our next video. Okay, so what is philosophy? Okay, it tells you philosophy is a branch of study. Okay, it's a broad field that encompasses many different areas. Metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, logic, and aesthetics. It's like GPT is just telling you, hey guys, like, okay, philosophy is this, but if you want more, you either have to ask me what is metaphysics, what is epistemology, what is ethics, or what happened in ancient Greece that they brought up philosophy, right? So even though you're asking questions that are really hard to answer because they're that broad and not focused or not unique at all, GPT does a decent work trying to come up with an answer that kind of makes sense, but it just doesn't give you the best result. Not because GPT cannot do that, it's because the way you're asking the question. And last but not least, here's another example that it's a little bit better, which is, can you give me a list of the 10 most prominent philosophies in the world? Now that makes a little bit more sense, and GPT can actually go there and explain you. And it's like, okay, Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy, existentialism, Stoicism, yes, Marxism, postmodernism, feminism, humanism, all of that. So the idea with GPT, you guys, is to have a conversation with it. And the best way to have a meaningful, engaging value add conversation is by having better questions. When we have better questions that are more focused, that are more unique, that GPT can actually say, okay, I want you, like, let's say, give me a summary of Stoicism. So we went from what is philosophy, and it's like, okay, can you give me a list of 10 most prominent philosophies? If you have no idea about philosophy, you still don't have to know, but GPT will tell you. And then you say, okay, give me a summary of that, and it will give you that. So that's a better way, much better way to use GPT than just asking non-relevant questions, not concise questions, not precise questions. And that is what we need, guys, to make really great content coming out of GPT. So this is the end of the first episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, please share if you find some value here. The idea is that I can teach you what I've learned from GPT, because I have implemented GPT in all of our operations, and it's been great. We have massive success with this, like productivity skyrocketing, like brainstorming, a lot of stuff. It's really good. That's why I wanted to share this with you guys. So thank you for your time.